I think the MAGA movement is pretty scared right now. You saw a video from Steve Bannon where he's saying we need Trump in office for a third term. There's still a lot of work for him to be done. And the implicit message there is they need to accomplish more while they have control. I think there's a lot of worry in the MAGA movement that they've overplayed their hand. They have pushed really unpopular legislation like rolling back SNAP benefits, Medicare, etc. Even immigration, which was once their strongest polling area, has now gone backwards, and now they're unfavorable on that. I think when you see Trump really worried about polls recently, whether it's his own polls or the polls about the gubernatorial races in Virginia or New Jersey, for example, that show Democrats ahead, they're worried that they need to hold on to power a little bit longer for them to instill this generational one-party rule in America, which is their ultimate goal. But in order to install that sort of generational hold onto power, they need to pass permanent legislation. And this is where I think the Republican strategists are starting to get really concerned. Trump hasn't been able to pass anything permanent. All he has is executive orders and a budget reconciliation bill that allocated money for ICE. All of that can be undone with a simple majority, or even as soon as a Democratic president comes in, every single one of his executive orders vanishes into nothingness. And this is where I think the Democrats' gamble on the shutdown this time around has started to really pay off, because the longer that Republicans are insistent on this unpopular shutdown, which is depriving health care benefits, which a majority of people want, they're also denying themselves of the time they need to get permanent legislation passed in Congress. Things like the No Kings protest. This is all showing this massive wave against Republicans in office right now. If the midterms do end up swinging towards Democrats, and so far it looks like they will, Republicans have a huge problem on their hands. And when we see people like Steve Bannon really concerned that they need more time, I think this is reason to be optimistic. I think it means they are worried that their plans are slipping away.